Hey everyone, Clint Butler here from SEO Intelligence Agency. On behalf of Dory Friend and the entire SIA team, thank you for watching. If you want to, you hit subscribe and the bell notification. Every time we upload a new video, YouTube will tell you, which is convenient for you, right? It's good for us as well. This is continuing our test series. This is text number 6, do follow versus no follow. Let's get into it. Okay, so we test a lot. Like on average, we can be running 30 tests a month, sometimes more, and those are just the ones that we're tracking. And we have SEO testers that are, they're agency owners and they're other SEOs, and we pay $100 per test, and they're doing a whole bunch as well. So inevitably during the course of that process we're going to run into failures, and the difference for us is we like to actually highlight our failures because we do learn stuff from them. And that's the case with this is do follow versus no follow. It was done back in 2016, I believe. I'd have to check the dossier just to make sure whether it was April or May, but I'm pretty sure it was the April dossier. And obviously, we're trying to answer the age old SEO question: does a do follow link versus a no follow link, which one is more important? And on the side of that, we'd actually find out if do follow or no follow was even passing juice. And my contention has been that Google has been using no follow for links and link attribution to web pages for quite some time. The original intent of the rel no follow was to not do that, and then a lot of websites just kind of switched over to that by default. And when I did that, I think it took away from the signal, and it reduced the quality of the search engines and the search results, which is a negative effect that I don't think Google was expecting. This is probably even more highlighted by the fact that Google has since changed the documentation to say that rel no follow is actually a hint of considered a hint now by Google versus a do follow, which is a blatant promotion or of a website. So if you have a do follow, you're saying and you're voting for it and saying it is relevant to this thing, which is that thing is typically your anchor text, and then Google uses that as a vote for the page. Now they're using no follow in much the same way. And what they used to use no follow for, they have actually created user generated content rel for use in comments and forums and the like. And the other one is rel sponsored for, i.e., you paid for an ad placement and you have a link because of your ad. And you put rel sponsored on there so that in theory you're not passing juice to the website. And again, the original purpose of no follow. What happened in the course of this test is it actually it got messed up. They pointed the backlink to the site's homepage so they can see how the measurements looked, and it actually screwed up with the test in regards to how it was supposed to work. But they did learn a little bit about the inner workings of Majestic back then in 2016. Obviously, I can't give you any insight on that because in 2016 I wasn't really a big Majestic fan in the first place, and I really didn't pay attention very much or care on how trust flow worked. Now that topical trust flow is out, I'm paying a lot more attention to Majestic, but still the testing of it and trying to figure out how Majestic is grading links, and then how that grade can be used to determine the quality of a link in regards to how the Google PageRank algorithm is looking at it, is very interesting and something that is a continuing test on and on. So I just wanted to show you test number 6, do follow versus no follow. No idea which one worked better in regards to this test because it was a failure. And we highlight our failures over at SEO Intelligence Agency, and we often learn from those. If not anything, we learn from our mistakes and hope that you guys don't do the same thing. And if you're trying to test or you're trying to use a no follow link versus a do follow, it'd be good to know what the impact you can expect. So with that, hit the subscribe button, thumbs up, thumbs down. We appreciate the interaction. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. We'll monitor the channel closely to make sure that we can reply to everything that we can. And I appreciate you. And thank you very much.